Here's the last one. Look at the end of verse 7 before we have our special time of prayer at the end of our service this morning. By faith, Noah, by faith, he was listening to God. Being warned of God, he listened when no one else listened about things not yet seen. In reverence, he prepared an ark. He went against the whole world for the salvation of his household. They were following him. By which he condemned the world. He called sin what it was and became an heir of the righteousness which is according to faith. Noah demonstrated genuine salvation. Noah led because he was trusting God's salvation. 1 Thessalonians 2:19, what is our hope, our joy, our crown of rejoicing? Taking with us those who see Christ in us and follow Christ because of us. Number one, are you taking your family with you? Do you know for sure the spiritual condition of your family members, dads? Don't leave it up to mom. Have you asked them when they came to Christ? I have one little 4-year-old that regularly comes to me, and he'll come up and he'll run up to me, he'll sit on my lap, and he'll say, Dad, am I going to heaven? I'll say, I'm not sure yet. And he'll go, oh, I want to. You see, he knows. We share the gospel with him, but he knows it so well we want to make sure that he's embraced our God, not just us. And it's okay. We encourage him, and more I'm seeing signs that I think the Lord's really working in that 4-year-old heart. But there's no greater joy. What did the apostle say in 3 John? Let me read to you. 3 John verse 4. He said the greatest joy in life is seeing your kids follow the Lord. And you know, I'm getting old enough to say amen. Verse 4, I have no greater joy than this, to hear my children are walking in the truth. Noah demonstrated genuine salvation, and he led because he was trusting God's salvation. His family was following him. Here's the questions. Dads, are we leading in the faith department? Do you believe God, dads? Dads, are we leading in the spiritual life department? Are we in communion and contact with God continually? Dads, are we leading in the obedience department? Are we obeying and doing what God said? Because remember, more is caught than taught. There's more that they'll do because they see us than they hear us. Dads, are we leading in the consistency department? Noah was living a life of integrity in the world and at home. He was standing for the Lord. Dads, are we leading in the discipleship department? Noah was confronting the whole world and standing against it. He preached the longest sermon in the world, 120 years. He nailed nails, or however he put that boat together. And his family stood by his side the whole time. Consistency. Dads, are we leading in the looking for heaven department? Noah goes to the end of his life looking for a city as an heir of faith. Look at verse 13 of Hebrews 11, and I'll close with this. These all died in faith without having received the promises, Hebrews 11:13, but having seen them and welcomed them from a distance and confessed that they were strangers and exiles on the earth. Why was Noah a leader? Because Noah saw God, Noah listened to God, Noah stayed in touch with God, Noah followed God. Noah was one who consistently modeled this, and his family followed him. How do we do this? Start just with little steps. Keep going in spite of failures. God isn't looking for perfect dads. He's looking for faithful dads who, when they fall, they'll get back up. Start being consistent in the little things in life. Start getting involved in the lives of your children. Like Job, start praying for your children. Have a genuine salvation, consistently following the Lord. Looking for the city like Noah did. And you know what? When you tell your children about God, they'll know it's true because they'll see it in your life first. And that's why Noah led. And that's why Noah followed God in spite of his failures, and why he listened to God when no one else was listening. And that's why Noah stood against the whole world when no one else was following God. Because by faith, Noah said that I'm going to be God's man, even if the whole world is going the opposite direction.